Behold, my beloved child, pay close attention to the soft voice that cries out to you. Even when you can't see me or feel my touch, know that I am never far away. It is time to rejuvenate, and I am here today to talk straight to your heart, the one who gives you breath and who helps you stand when you feel down and alone. Secure your faith and ground your spirit in my assurances. I know the exhaustion that strikes you in the wee hours of the morning, the weight that lingers in silence as you question your ability to face the challenges ahead. No matter how many more tears you cry, my child, know that my love for you is immeasurable and unfathomable, and that I will be there for you every step of the way. I will never leave you to confront your challenges. My love for you is stronger than your anxieties, uncertainties, and even your conception of love itself. Listen carefully, even if you disagree with my answer, for I am with you and I will help you through this storm. Is postponed or your miracle seemed far off, I am orchestrating flawless moments in your life in ways you cannot perceive or imagine. I feed your heart with trust, not by coincidence, but on design, so you may believe in my capacity to turn any situation around, and I match blessings with divine precision. Regardless of the circumstances, you can always lean on me for support, solace, and direction. When life becomes crazy, just remember that I am. No matter how bad things become and how much you fear they're going to get worse, I, the deity who calms the raging winds and parts the seas, will always be able to help you. Take a deep breath and accept the gift of tranquility I am offering you. I want you to be free from the burden of stress so that you may know in the depths of your being that I am waging wars in your stead, guiding you from triumph to triumph until you stand in a blessed spot, reserved only for you. May the heavens and the earth bestow their blessings upon you. The seasons come and go, but my word remains constant. My promises remain true, and my covenant with you, which is everlasting salvation, was bought at a high price so that you would live in freedom. Do not let anything discouraging voices trying to divert your attention away from my promises that you will rise. If I say that you will, then you will. If I say that all will work out for your benefit, then you may stand solidly in that. Although sorrow may last for a while, I am the God who heals and restores, so I urge you to remain on to truth, faith, and hope until daybreak. And deliverance, let go of your melancholy, despair, and fears, and see as I bind them with hope and laughter. I refuse to let you be confined by sorrow, so please let me. I have showed you time and time again that there are influences and individuals in your life that sap your energy and prevent you from receiving the gifts I wish to shower upon you. It is time to break those habits and open your spiritual eyes. Friendships that do not respect me and hinder your growth, I will expel from your life. I will lead you to connections that are healthy and beneficial, and you can trust that I am watching over you. My view, my beloved child, when you refuse to let go of toxic relationships and content yourself with flimsy expressions of love, I have prepared a feast for you and invited you with, why would you return to the people who have harmed and manipulated you when I have set you aside for a holy purpose and bestowed my glory upon you? I want to shield you from harm. To set you free and provide a fresh start, you must be vigilant in the spiritual war that is real and requires your attention every day. Pray for your housemates and for those you love who are far away. Do not lose hope. Those who want to harm you do so because they fail to see the brilliance I have put inside you. Instead, provide grace to those who do not see, and allow your prayers to open a channel for me to speak to them, as a means to save and cure them. Standing firm in the gap will need bravery, but I am bestowing my courage onto you, so you should not be frightened of the dangers, because I am your stronghold, and no one or thing can stand in your way. Recall the unwavering faith you had as a little kid, untainted by setbacks. When you uttered "my," you would confidently proclaim, "God is good, God is love." But as you grew older, your heart endured suffering, betrayal, and loss, and you would sing my love without doubt. I've pondered whether or not I'm still by your side, whether or not I care, my little child. I've never gone. In fact, I've remained, waiting for you to look up and find comfort in my reassuring words. No amount of sadness will ever take away the joy that you bring into my life. Therefore, I hope you'll rediscover my presence. May all your hopes, dreams, and sorrows be lifted in prayer, and ultimately find solace in my embrace. You have bravely attempted to carry the burden for far too long. Now is the time to let my calm replace your burdens, to let my message grow in your heart, till hope returns, and to do it alone. Floods, may your sorrow wash away your self-doubt, and may your devotion bring you nearer to me. It is not perfection that I seek, but rather I can see the beautiful harvest, waiting for you in the future, if you come to me with an open and honest heart, and I will fill you to the brim. The faith you've sown through prayer and persistence will bear fruit in an abundance that beyond your wildest dreams. Those in your vicinity will see my favor reflected in your life. Cling on to the fact that I am unwavering when accusations are leveled against you, or when you feel overwhelmed by your circumstances, and continue to rely on me and follow my guidance. When words of judgment try to drag you down, my truth will drown them out. My dear, I forgive you. I love you. I have chosen you for a great purpose. Take a deep breath and let your heart accept my promise. I will turn your sorrow into joy. I will bring back dreams you thought were dead, and I will give you a new lease on life when you feel like the world is spinning out of control. Has brought you back up? You are a whole new creature, embraced by my grace. The things that formerly enslaved you no longer have any sway over you. Now, armed with fresh strength and a heart reborn to love, you may take a leap of faith and accept the gifts I've planned for you. Life is fleeting, but that shouldn't make you freak out. I am instilling in you a sense of urgency to seize the day and not let it pass in self-doubt or regret. Time is a valuable gift, and I want you to view each day as an opportunity to radiate my light. Encourage you to believe that my time is right and to go fearlessly in faith, whether you are hesitant about a choice or anxious about a closed door. Do not forget that on some times I shut doors to keep you safe, and on other occasions I withhold what you want so that I might give you something immensely greater. Have faith in my direction, even when it takes you in a different direction. Take your dreams to me, jot them down, and pray about them, because I can see things you can't, and because my love for you is eternal. Keep your eyes peeled for the possibilities that will present themselves, the doors that will open, the connections that will lead you, and the answers that I will provide. I take joy in seeing my faithful children flourish, but I will never let their success cause them to lose sight of what is really important in life. Keeping their hearts soft and focused on being in my presence will cause miracles to occur. Remember that I am the source of all good gifts, and encourage others by sharing your experience of personal growth. I am restoring broken connections in your life, reconnecting broken family links, and showing others that what I do for you, I also wish to do for them. The weight that has been draining you spiritually will dissolve as soon as you are in my presence, and the financial concerns that have been keeping you up at night will give way to new opportunities. Yes, my child, I am pouring my words. Like a gentle rain, refresh your soul, rekindle your zeal for my kingdom, and lead you to seek out the companionship of others who nurture standing firm in righteousness and truth. Avoid discussions fueled by GOP envy or dishonesty, and surround yourself with those who gladly proclaim my name, who welcome my spirit into their hearts, and wherever 2 or 3 people get together to praise me, my power is unleashed, because my children have allowed their lives to be a mirror of my kindness. Do not bear the weight of this world on your own. I have entrusted you with a miraculous cure that will flow like a river, removing illness and reviving hope. I love it when my family of faith comes together in worship, because it shows how united we are in my plan for our lives. Let us encourage and support each other, pray for each other, and see the arrival of my supernatural provision. If you unite in this way, my glory will pour down from heaven and fill every soul inside. In this way, your faith will flourish, and you will be able to testify to my power to embrace the power of transformation by letting go of your worries, regrets, questions, and remorse. Allow me to embrace you, wrapping you in my spirit until everything you claim to have faith, yet you ignore me when life becomes hectic. I can see how your calendar is jam-packed with responsibilities that never seem to finish. Everything becomes crazy. Then anxiousness returns, and the tranquility you loved fades. Yet I'm here, ready to pour a surge inside you like an unstoppable river overflowing with supernatural grace, a new outpouring of my spirit, and bow before me. I desire to do mighty deeds through you. When you submit to me, I will make it possible for you to experience marvels beyond your wildest imagination. Do not assume that you must rely on your own talents to achieve great things. My mighty power is a gift that is freely given, granted to those with contrite and humble souls. Pride stifles my zeal, but humility welcomes my glory. Some people put on a mask of religion, but it's all a front. In my pursuit of human approval, which consists mostly of meaningless plaudits, I look for those whose hearts are contrite and whose eyes are fixed on your sincere desire to obey my will has captivated my attention, my beloved child, and I am grateful for the higher benefit that comes from faithfully serving me. As you step into the soothing river of my presence, remove the shoes of your previous ways and stand on the banks of my living water. Allow the current of my spirit to wash over you. Submerge yourself until you are saturated in the divine force inside, and let it cleanse your heart of any impurities, erroneous mentality, or feelings of unworthiness. With my holy surrender, you will acquire new courage, the courage to confront obstacles head-on, and the assurance that I will battle for you. Even your house will feel my presence. I can feel the anxious thoughts whirling about in your head right now, and my presence will cast a warm, reassuring light onto it. Just relax in a peaceful, undisturbed spot, near to God, and know that I am the one providing the solutions you need. Imagine my reassuring hand resting on your shoulder as I close your eyes and allow my serenity wash over you. I will soothe you and reassure you that no one else can take that position, no matter how much they attempt to discourage you. I'm the mastermind behind your demise, your destiny, and my blueprint, and you must not allow their opinions to silence my reality. Your life is perfect, but you worry about the people closest to you who are resistant to change and won't receive my love because they're mired in hurtful habits or ways of thinking. Don't attempt to change them on your own. I am both their creator and their provider. Instead, pray compassionately and remember that I have a plan for them. Never stop reflecting my character and trusting in my perfect timing. Your testimony will not go to waste, and my spirit will soften even the most resistant hearts. All you have to do is stay loyal. Have faith that my word is always valid. Eventually, those people will experience my grace, and when that happens, they will have to let go of their fears and embrace change. I am your Heavenly Father, and I will provide for all of your needs. You must never forget that I am the one who provided food for tens of thousands of people with only a few loaves of bread and fish. The God of plenty and supernatural supply, who doled out water from a rock that poured manna from heaven, will not only care for the birds in the sky and dress the flowers in the field, but I will also. You are my precious little one, and I have invested my very breath in you. Now my timing is impeccable, and my ways are higher than yours. Your tale is ongoing, so please be patient. Stay steadfast on my promise and know that even when doubters abound, you must choose to trust in me even when your spirit is tempted to sink. The following chapter is one of triumph. When you feel like you've hit rock bottom due to your blunders, hold on to my hand and I will help you get back up. You have been pardoned and made as white as snow. Never again will you let judgment or humiliation bind you to the past. You have been rescued and bought with my priceless walk free in your blood. If you're surrounded by those who hold you back by continually bringing you down or accusing you, consider letting them go into my hands. Stay free from their judgments and keep moving ahead toward the path I've planned for you. They may be locked in their pride and negativity, but they can't see the change I've brought about in you. Inspire you, since you may be the one to convince them to open their hearts. But don't let them hold you back. My plan is for you to go forward, ascending to ever higher heights of majesty and purpose, my darling. Schedule a time to commune with me every day, even if it's just a few peaceful minutes. Holy and unfaltering, at such times pour out your concerns, questions, and praise. I will listen, and I will fortify you for the challenges that lie ahead. My rest is a holy gift that has the ability to reset your thoughts and rekindle your passions. It will fill your emptiness and reignite your soul in my presence. You will be ready to face any difficulty when you rise up from that place of prayer, Spirit. I know that sometimes you believe you can't do it, but I will be by your side every step of the way. Are always on the go, but that lack of downtime may stifle our connection. Soak in my presence, pray and worship, even when you're too tired to stand, and I will refresh you. Discover that I can increase the amount of time you spend here and the amount of energy-wise you have available to you. My supernatural grace will give you power that no human being can match. Watch as miracles happen in the amidst the stillness of my voice, in the recesses of your heart. When your focus moves from the din of the world to me, my dear, I ask that you slow down and allow me to fill you again. Miracles really exist, and I want you to know that if you've been praying for a change in your life, a new opportunity, a healed heart, a repaired relationship, the time has arrived. My heavenly power has no bounds, neither time nor space. The solution is on its way, and you must have faith to unlock it. Don't get tired of waiting. Instead, worship me and be glad in my kindness even while you wait for the visible consequences. I will not let my children down, and I will not let you down. I also hope that you get ready for the gifts that are on the way by cleaning up your physical and spiritual spaces in preparation for the new season. Let go of, organize your house and heart so they are free of clutter. Forgive those who have wounded you and let go of whatever animosity you may have. Then, be ready for joy to overflow into your life. Acknowledge my benefits as soon as they come, and rejoice with thanksgiving when they do. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, you may even cry out to me. To me in private, you cannot share those deep, hidden hurts with anybody else. You carry the heavy loads that no one else can ever comprehend, but always keep in mind that I am a God who, when you reach out to me in that state of naked honesty, I am there for you, and I can see into the depths of your soul, feeling every tear and every pang of disappointment. I hold your tears in high regard, and I save them as a symbol of your trust and determination. When the time is perfect, I will exchange them for blessings, and the pleasure that follows will be much greater. If I was willing to give my life and bleed my blood to save you from sin, then the cross is the ultimate evidence of my devotion to you. Do you not know that I will be at your side throughout all of your trials? I am the one who will defend you, speak up for you, guide you, and be there for you when you feel misunderstood or criticized. When you're tired, I'll be there to support you. When you're lonely, I'll assure you that I won't leave you. And my love isn't conditional on I am giving you my undivided attention, my righteousness, and my performance right now, my dear. May tranquility surround your heart. Leave your worries at the door and put your faith in my unwavering covenant. I will answer your questions, yes. Amen. My unfaltering devotion remains constant no matter the weather. Even when tempests rage, my voice can still soothe the stormy waves. You must never forget that I am holding all. I am both powerful and kind, and I will hold your heart close as you accept my gift today. May it fill your soul to overflowing, and I will proclaim this over you. It's not a coincidence. This is my assigned moment. The old patterns of defeat are disintegrating, and new chapters of blessing are unfolding before your eyes. Have faith. Live your life according to it. And don't be shy about sharing my life-affirming words with others, no matter where you are. The world will change for the better when you do. Discouragement has no place in my presence. My delight is all-pervasive. My child, stand up. I will wipe away your tears and wrap you in my warmth. As you fearlessly share the truths I have implanted in you, my love will radiate from your testimony. People will be attracted to me by the light in your eyes, and you will not be startled when they inquire. The reason you can find joy even when faced with adversity is because my spirit is inside you, and when I am by your side, your burden is lighter, your way is illuminated, and your future is brighter. As you go about your day, remember to maintain your heart linked with mine by modest, simple activities, kind words, compassionate deeds, and a strong belief in me. Even when you don't feel powerful, I am inside you. Praying fervently, I want you to be like me. May your life be a masterpiece depicting the heavenly hues, and may you discover that the more you give love, the more you get. Even through acts of mercy, you get to understand the profound extent of my mercy toward you. By praying for the needs of others, you unite your heart with mine, which makes it possible for my supernatural power to, in ways that will astound you, cling to this declaration. You are my beloved property, not because of your merit, but because of the grace bestowed upon you. You are a rightful heir to the eternal promises I have made to you. Being a receiver of eternal grace and a symbol of my love for the world, you are sealed with my spirit and cannot be persuaded by those who doubt your value or by trials that test your determination. And adorned with my mercy, nothing and no one can take you away from me. Embrace your true identity as a child of God and live each day to the fullest, letting these words be your guide. I am close by, and I am your stronghold, your refuge, your everlasting Father, your Prince of Peace. I am able to perceive every conflict, and I provide you with the tools you need to overcome them. Everything you need to succeed will be provided by me, my dear child. Your life will be a witness of my magnificent deeds, and if you could only see the wonders I have in store for you, it would radiate my glory. Immerse yourself in my presence for a minute and allow the unbridled delight fill your heart. Believe what I say, trust what I promise, and love me with all your being. Allow your worries to melt away and your optimism to soar as I reassure you in a whisper that I will never abandon you. May that assurance reverberate in your thoughts while you rest. Rest easy tonight, and when the sun comes up, always keep in mind that my mercy is ever-changing. My love for you has no bounds, and this is my sincere promise that you will always be my kid, and that I will always be yours, and that we will go through life's many stages together, always coming out on top. As you continue on your path of faith, I want you to know that I am instilling new hope within you, and that my love for you has no bounds. At this very moment, I am preparing divine treasures for you to discover. May you find solace in persevering, because the road ahead is brimming with bounties that will be beyond your wildest dreams. Embrace the power of my spirit, and you will experience the wonders firsthand. In the midst of chaos, my child, how can I stay anchored in this place of peace while storms roll in from all directions? When doubt washes over you, hold to the unchanging truth I have spoken, Do not let your circumstances dictate your viewpoint. Instead, pull yourself up in my word. Lift your gaze from the chaos and meet my gaze in that sacred space where we are one, and your spirit will find a calmness that transcends all explanation. If you are ever tired or burdened, take solace in the knowledge that I created you with a purpose, and accept my gift of rationality and serenity with all your being. I have designed possibilities for development into every challenge you encounter. I have concealed pearls of knowledge in seemingly insignificant situations. My intentions go much beyond what you can perceive in the here and now. Through thick and thin, I am the potter, and I am sculpting you into who you are to be. So let your heart be open to learning from all experiences, happy and sad. This is the masterpiece I've always dreamed of creating. When you put your life in my hands, the beauty I can bring out has no bounds. Invite you to reconnect with your first love, me in the quiet of the morning or the stillness of the night, to find a moment to speak with me and convey your appreciation. In that sacred space of openness, where you may express both your joys and your sorrows, you will find that I am already familiar with your innermost thoughts and feelings, your buried sorrows and your silent aspirations. My wish is I want you to know that I am not trying to make you feel bad about yourself or your challenges. Rather, I am trying to help you overcome them by guiding and empowering you as you go through the valleys of grief and the mountains of triumph. You are never invisible to me. I witness every act of neglect that you've endured. Maybe you've given so much to the world but have gotten so little in return. Kindness, compassion, and secret prayers lifted for the benefit of others have an impact on the heavenly realms, even when no one else may see or appreciate them. You are valuable to me because your fidelity reflects my heart's attention on my voice, which leads you through the challenges, and I will reward you in due season. Amidst the din of everyday life, there will be several voices vying for your attention, each with their own opinion, trend, and societal pressure. The trick is to learn to filter out the noise and focus on the voices that are in alignment with your reality. Study the Bible, because I have given you knowledge to help you through good times and bad. When you are confused, seek me out in prayer, and I will answer your questions. Quiet your mind, and let your spirit guide you down the road of righteousness. Trust that I will be there to catch you if you fall, and consider how far you have come. Rejoice in these triumphs, no matter how little they may seem. They are constant reminders that you are a warrior who has triumphed over insurmountable odds. Overcomer. Not by your own power, but by my favor. May the stories of your ancestors' deliverances serve as stepping stones to larger realms of faith. May they strengthen your faith. Be ever attentive, my child, because even in the face of daunting obstacles, I have rescued you from seemingly hopeless situations. Every time you allow yourself to be consumed by negative thoughts, such as dread, guilt, or resentment, the adversary is able to capture you and steal your peace. As they come up, check them against my word and see whether they line up with what my dad says about me. Whether they don't, then reject them and take control of your thoughts again by may these statements become the song of your spirit, proclaiming my truth. I am loved, I am forgiven, and I am selected for triumph. The power of darkness cannot let my promises guide you as you broaden your perspective. See beyond your immediate surroundings. Can you still see the community you originally envisioned and how it may influence the ministries you are involved in? It's time to revive the aspirations I planted in your heart. Dreams that are more than just ideas. They are seeds of hope for the wounded people you wish to save. Take a leap of faith, even if you feel like you don't have much. Because I am the God who doubles everything you give me. And some of you have been through tough times, enduring times of profound sadness, when you thought specific connections or chances would last forever, but instead faded away. Agony loomed over you, and you questioned your ability to trust again. Yet here you are, still capable of loving, still capable of believing, still longing for something more, my child. I have observed you from the start. I know every. Your pain, betrayal, and tears were not in vain. In fact, I want to utilize them to mold your personality, heighten your sensitivity, and inspire you to become a better person. Draw near to me, and the wounds that formerly separated us will become a symbol of your strength and perseverance. May your spirit remain contrite in my presence. When you put your ego aside and let my power operate through you, you will be exalted in my kingdom, even though humility is frequently overlooked in a culture that celebrates self-sufficiency. This position of humility transforms your heart into fruitful ground, as you acknowledge that genuine power is derived from reliance on me rather than your own talents. I will show you my powerful hand at work, my child, and you will see incredible, unexplainable advances in the realm of miracles. It all starts with a simple spirit of humility that says, "Father, it is not my will, but yours be done." And when you come together with those who pray to me, I will perform a miracle. Being in my presence at times could lead you to believe that these gatherings are ordinary or unimportant, but I promise you that any time my people sing praises to me, I am there. Your faith is strengthened by hearing testimony, and glory comes down as hearts are healed, softened, and revelations pour out in the oneness of fellowship. Joining together in my name via collective prayer is powerful. It is in unity that you mirror the peace of heaven. Additionally, I would like to remind you of the rest is important. I have called you to serve as a light in the darkness, but you can't do that if you're not well rested. Rest is not a weakness or a sign of sloth. Rather, it is a spiritual discipline that keeps you strong when you halt to be refilled. Solace in my embrace is a refuge for weary spirits. Being in my presence guarantees that anything you give to other people is vibrant and new, rather than old and forced. Allow me to fill you to the brim so that you may overflow with my darling. Always keep in mind the people you surround yourself with. Some will really raise you up, lead you to my truth, and encourage you. I don't want you to cut off all communication with the world, but there are people who will want to pull you away from the sacred calling that God has placed on your life, and you need to exercise discernment. Nonetheless, it is prudent to guard one's emotions. Although some friendships bear good fruit, others sow seeds of negativity, or even rebellion. If one friend insists on forcing their views on another, you must not lower yourself to the level of my word, so put that connection in my hands. Pray for them, but don't allow them ruin your future. Get up every day and actively state that you rely on. Listen, trying to accomplish it all on your own is a certain way to end up exhausted and frustrated. Instead, put your faith in my boundless power. When I am weak, my strength is amplified. When I am confused, my knowledge stands out. When no earthly solution works for my extraterrestrial interference wins out, I must learn to embrace my independence and accept responsibility for what I have the cosmos under my control. Directing every event in accordance with my heavenly scheme, you will discover an unwavering tranquility in this understanding. I perceive your dreams of achieving professional success, establishing a stable household, and guiding your imprint on the globe. I support their aspirations as long as they are in harmony with my values. But keep in mind that material prosperity is meaningless if you neglect your spiritual well-being. Concerns: seek justice, develop compassion, love one's neighbor, and serve in my kingdom. Where your heart is, these deeds have a profound impact on the least fortunate. Makes a colossal difference, regardless of your socio-economic standing or financial situation. Having access to the tools you need to take advantage of possibilities that were previously out of your grasp, trust in what I have spoken and respond with thankfulness and humility when I ask you to achievement. Should pride make an effort to infiltrate, swiftly return to my company for a be still, my child, because you will always be protected from harm when you recognize me as the giver of all good things. The bigger rewards that emerge when my hand is involved are not to be missed if you depend just on your talent or knowledge. In charge, I also want you to understand that your every feeling, including joy and sadness. When you laugh, it means the world to me. When you weep, it lifts my spirits. It breaks my heart to see you in pain. I'm not oblivious to the difficulties you are facing emotionally. I am the one who brought you to this point. Having the ability to sense, to sympathize, to celebrate, and to mourn. Allow me to be your secure environment free from judgment, where you may be yourself. You already know me well, and some of you have faced my feelings of guilt and vulnerability. Spiritual desolation. Maybe you used to feel energized when I was around, but now you praying becomes like a chore, and you cry out, "My child, rekindle." No matter how flat your feelings are, your first love will always be there to adore me with all your heart. No matter how chilly your heart becomes, my word will warm you up. The dry seasons are fleeting, so kindle again the fire of dedication inside you. Urges to get near to me until you are immersed in the living waters of revival for the first time also. Keep in mind the significance of your testimony. Your life has been shaped by hardships. Triumphs gives me the ability to touch those whose hearts might otherwise stay open. When you share your hardships and the ways my mercy helped you, you light the road for. There is great power in being vulnerable, especially when you're on the same path as other people, because it proves that my strength is greatest when I'm weak. Therefore, have courage. And tell you the story of my life, since you have no clue who may break free. The second they understand, they are. I want to speak to your future because I know you are not alone in your grief. Things are about to take a dramatic turn for the better, with doors that were previously closed opening up and partnerships that my healing touch illness, which seemed irreversible, will be healed under my sway. Your health will submit, and your financial burden will subside. These assurances are not just platitudes. Rather, I provide them in unexpected ways. Assertions grounded in my unwavering nature. I remain unchanged from one day to the next. As long as I continue to accomplish miracles, I will always have the power to do so. Thus, on this particular day, keep in mind that my gifts will also bring. I am calling you to be a good steward with the money I give you, because with every answered prayer comes a duty. I count on you to be generous with the power I provide you, and I also count on you to speak for my kingship with honesty and kindness. If I help you break a bad behavior, I want you to may each triumph serve as a chance to demonstrate my love and inspire others ensnared in such shackles. My blessings are not static. They will increase in number as you accept them. Rise with each passing moment, my darling child. My love for you has no bounds. Even beyond your wildest dreams, know that you are neither abandoned nor ignored. Your name is etched into the palms of my hands, a constant reminder of the indelible bond we have. No amount of darkness can extinguish that bond. Keep your head held high, knowing that you are a living testimony to my grace and the light I have put inside you. Work of art that is ongoing and being crafted using the brilliant hues of optimism, and have faith. When difficulties come, do not give up or look down on yourself. Instead, look up to me. Like a kind parent, I extend my hand to the one who began and completed your faith. I am well aware of when to help you by guiding you to steady your feet and by putting my strength into your weakness. Intervene. My time is perfect. Continue to believe. Continue to inquire. Don't lose heart. I will open doors if you just keep knocking. Burden. Because at such times I am strengthening your foundation by nurturing tenacity and, however, even if everyone around you seems to be predicting doom and gloom, you are not a part of that universe. Despair. Not in my country, my citizen, where happiness is not controlled by circumstances. 𝖧Ρ𝗏𝗂𝗇Ｌ. But you can hold on to that optimism within you because I am here. A beacon of hope for those in need, representing my love. Spreading love and empathy on a regular basis, reach out to those who are lonely, rejected, or shattered. Hone your craft. Reveal my soul to the world via your deeds and words. I am crafting your narrative with the beginning, middle, and glorious finale are all crystal clear to me. Journeys filled with unexpected turns, yet my grip stays firm. I spare no emotion as I lead you toward a purpose that will offer both of us joy and success. For the benefit of my beloved, who are called in accordance with my will, even in the midst of a single trial, for the reason that you are a part of that commitment, my darling, my beloved. I am inviting you to, despite the fact that you have already heard the soothing words that flow from my heart, stay a bit longer in my company. Do not be shy about getting closer. I have much to tell you. Even though you have known me for a long time, I still want you to experience the depth of my love. Years from now, I promise you, there will be many marvels to uncover. And allow me to divulge a greater deal of my knowledge, my feelings, and my intentions about at each stage of your life. You may encounter different obstacles and question. I can assure you that there is unshakable hope for me. Is not a dim light that goes out when things become tough. Rather, it is a powerful fire that I kindle in you and feed with the swear that no matter how dark your road may be, I, your God, am at your side. In the midst of joy or sorrow, I am eternally devoted to you. My dear partner, I pray that you internalize this promise so that a lot of individuals seem to lose sight of their mission, and I don't want that worry to take root in your life. Wander aimlessly through life, certain that their creation was the result of random chance. But I'm here to inform you that this moment, which predates the universe's creation, was meant for your birth were settled. I foresaw you. I foresaw the distinct attributes you would possess. I molded every aspect of your life, from the talents you would develop to the aspirations you would foster. Every aspect of you was thoughtfully designed to embody the love and purpose that went into your creation. This truth, your destiny, which I have written over, is vital that you understand, because it pertains to my glory on earth. You are unique and cannot be replaced. My country welcomes everybody, but every person has a unique purpose that no one else can achieve, and your tale is unique as well. Throughout that narrative, I interweave themes of rescue, renewal, and no matter how little, I may use any piece of your history, even the sections you'd rather remove for my redemptive purposes. When you entrust me with your life and its past, I listen closely to many of your stories as I turn your wounds into testimonies and my vulnerabilities into platforms for my strength. My kids are often asking, can anything really happen that isn't described in the Bible? As they read accounts of miraculous events in my word. Continue to transpire in their own lives, my darling. I am the same God who revealed sight to the blind, restored health to lepers, walked on water, and provided food for multitudes. My influence has not faded. Over time, what I want is a willing spirit, one that isn't afraid to believe in with the help of faith. You are able to do the seemingly impossible, harness the boundless power inside me. Knowing that I am capable of healing even as I repair, supply, and yes, work miracles for those who put their faith in me. But miracles may also include more abstract concepts. For example, one of the most significant miracles is a mind, when I revitalize your ideas and change your outlook from pessimism to optimism, anger to redemption. Through the power of my spirit, you may overcome anxiety and find inner serenity, altering your inner life. This metamorphosis from the inside out shines brightly. Never underestimate the influence of a guiding light in a world gloomy with anxiety and unrest. An individual whose life has been profoundly affected by my grace and transformed by I see the fervor that agitates inside you, my darling. Maybe it is a mandate to tend to the downtrodden, revive the spirits of the destitute. Or if you have felt my guidance, then devote yourself to artistic endeavors that pay tribute to me. If you feel a spark ignite inside you every time you consider a certain field of service, I can fulfill your dream. You muster the courage to follow that inner calling, and you must do it with all your might, no matter the cost. I am the God of breakthroughs. When difficulties arise, you must not lose sight of the fact that I am the one who creates a way. When everything seems lost, the doors that were designed for you will, of course, open at the proper moment. The time it takes for me to respond to your prayer is long and filled with uncertainty. Emerges the adversary, whispering that maybe you aren't listening, or maybe I amn't paying attention. Deserving, but waiting is a holy moment with no sound whatsoever as I get you ready for what's to come by honing your character, strengthening it to endure the bounty that is about to be yours. I instruct you in the virtue of patience, determination, a stronger faith, and the ability to wait patiently pay out in the end. Instead of mindlessly fulfilling your every want as you go through life, my focus is squarely on the person you are shaping into. Moving ahead, be alert to potential diversions when the world demands your constant stream of social media posts, never-ending stream of news, and one and only voice that may create order out of disorder. If I am to develop calmness and make space for silence the world and listen to my voice while you go about your day. Who, if you seek me out with a quiet space in your spirit, will whisper truths to you, sincere soul. I will open up to you, and just being around you will lead you, bless you, and enlighten you with divine knowledge that exceeds human understanding. Do not let your myself and others are well aware of your weaknesses and the struggles you face when you don't be afraid to come to me when you're feeling down. I'll be waiting with open arms. Battles because I am a caring parent, not a vindictive one. I will cleanse you if you repent and let my mercy overflow your life. Every time you feel the want to distance yourself from me due to shame, I will cleanse you and restore you to the path of righteousness. It is important to keep in mind that the cross is an everlasting statement of my love for you. Bigger than any transgression or letdown, my kid. Many of my people don't understand the power they have in my soul when they give up their lives to me. They join forces with. Because of this, beloved, redeemed, and empowered Christ, you are free to stand steadfast in the identity I have bestowed upon you. Here, you have the power to breathe new life into stagnant circumstances, bring about harmony, and you may ask, who am I to stand in the middle of a storm and tell darkness to go? I warn you not to do such things because darkness is afraid of my name, not yours. I've settled into you as my dwelling place via the power of the Holy Spirit. Know that the war you're fighting is spiritual, and that your adversary seeks to throw a wrench into your faith, planting seeds of insecurity and despair, even when you've been blessed. My gospel of peace, my spiritual armor, my truth, my righteousness, and my salvation on a regular basis, with my sword of the Spirit and my garment of faith. When you pray, you fortify your heart against the arrows of deceit. When you worship, you stir your spirit to my grandeur. Every time you let go of your fears and sadness, you lift me up, and my grandeur envelops you like a storm shelter. See, my modesty and guts and confidence go hand in hand. Genuine humility recognizes your reliance on me. Authentic bravery grows from the unwavering belief that I am by your side as you navigate this. With your equilibrium, you bravely take on new challenges, becoming an unstoppable force for good. Overcome obstacles, but never lose sight of the fact that my strength and success are the source of yours. I see this blend of modesty and bravery as a characteristic of my people, endorsing the idea that individuals rely on faith rather than sight to me, the people I put in your life, friends, wives, and family. So consider each connection a precious gift and show each other the love I have for you. Anything valuable that should be protected and maintained, show grace when those around you. Be supportive of them while they're going through tough times by admitting that you failed too. Reluctance to pray for them in times of turmoil, despite my repeated encouragements to you, is a result of prayer's invitation to join me in the midst of every shattered circumstance. Especially in my children's hearts, I want to see healing and harmony. However, keep in mind that not everyone will rejoice for your faith journey, belittle you, cast doubt on your values, or withdraw emotionally. You must not allow it to stifle you. Your kid, too, was betrayed and mocked for his spirit. Don't be misunderstood. I will mend your broken heart when you bring me the sorrow of rejection. Injures and serves as a constant reminder that your value is not measured by the approval of others, but by my love that has no bounds. Eventually, even your skeptics will see my handiwork in your life. Your steadfast trust has the power to be the very proof that leads others to believe in my truth. Always keep in mind that being grateful is a potent tool for overcoming despair in every setting, from atop the mountain to among the valley. As you reflect on Thanksgiving, your focus should not be on what you do not have, but on what you do have. It brings you joy to remember my previous fidelity, which you hold in me. With my convictions about what lies ahead, even on the gloomiest of days, a grateful spirit shines with optimism. Showing the way forward, develop an attitude of thankfulness, and you will see the liberation of your mind from the shackles of negativity. Always remember that this earthly voyage's challenges that seem to be happening right now are really only a little part of your eternal life. I care about your life, and my everlasting presence will make all your troubles disappear. While on earth, my purpose is to share and mold you so that you are in harmony with eternity. Must conform to my Son's likeness in order to cleanse your souls and bring you into my presence. In the endless journey that is this life's road, never lose sight of the end goal. The promise of eternity changes your outlook on adversity and the path you take. While making decisions on what to prioritize and how to allocate your resources, keep in mind that this faith and the world are not static concepts. Rather, they are interdependent. Things I've commanded you to do, which include believing completely and praying without ceasing. However, I also exhort you to take initiative in serving others and moving closer to the visions I have a special place in your heart. Maybe you've prayed passionately for a shift in your neighborhood's family or your own routines. You should take action and accomplish what you can right now. With what you have confidence that I will increase your efforts and watch your faith blossom. It's a term that makes you want to move, and you have to believe that I'll meet you halfway. Your humble beginnings into magnificent results allow me to elaborate on. Many people often think that freedom means being able to do everything they choose, but the truth is, you will find freedom when you live your life in accordance with my plan for you. In harmony with my flawless purpose, the limits I provide are not repressive, but rather, they safeguard the abundant life that I have planned for you when I tell you to stop doing certain things. Or, this is not meant to be a kind of punishment, but rather a safeguard for you in your relationships. I embrace this freedom with utmost respect and delight, fully aware that my paths surpass yours, and that I relentlessly pursue your life is about more than just achieving your goals. Therefore, keep in mind the legacy you are building while you do so. In the here and now, wondering whether you are planting the seeds of kindness, honesty, and love that yields future rewards. The power of well-spoken, modest gestures is not lost on generations. Bounties or a life of unwavering faith. There is someone who is always observing and learning from how you handle difficult situations, how you interact with others, and what you say. Compassion, my beautiful child. May the hope that you bring return to the world be a lasting legacy that leads others to my heart. Even when things seem hopeless, I assure you that I am in charge. For me, there is no such thing as a severe heartbreak. I will overcome darkness and repair. My power beyond human understanding and my ability to mend broken spirits and offer new life where it had been threatened. No matter how low you go, my love will always be there for you. My grace is sufficient to raise you. May my assurances serve as a foundation that firmly grounds you amongst the raging winds of doubt. Persistently, honestly, and vulnerably come to me in prayer, and beg, seek, knock, and do not get tired in your requests. It is my pleasure to answer the shouts out of a genuine place in your heart. The closer you get to me, will prayer is a conversation in which I actively participate, rather than a passive listener. With the help of my word, by a soft nudging in your spirit, and by the sound advice of other Christians, maintain your spiritually attuned, and in response to my voice, now that you're obeying, I want you to rejoice in the future, because rejoice not just when my promises are partially fulfilled, but also when they are fully realized. Your words have power. May your praises serve as an affirmation of faith in my trustworthiness. May your melodies, lyrics, and life's proclamation be songs of my goodness. And once you do so, the scent of optimism wafts forth, and the weight of sadness fades. I may reroute your course if you stay fast to your soul and remain open to new directions. Suddenly, doors that you thought would stay open and doors that you never thought would open don't cling to your personally devised strategies that you fail to account for. My divine intentions outstrip yours, and if you stay by my side, I can see the finish line from the start, and my view goes beyond the horizon. If you listen carefully, you'll feel a little prod when I tell you to turn left or take a step. Going forward, keep your heart open. Let yourself be surrendered and marvel at how exquisitely I've spoken these words over you to craft your tale, because you have no idea how much I value you. Realize them, accept them, put your faith in them, and allow them to move you spiritually as you stroll in. You may be certain that my everlasting arms will never abandon you, standing firmly in faith, supporting you, and raising you far above every trial. My darling, the future I have in store for you is extraordinary, and your reward will be huge, ready for you, and our love will last forever. If you have been blessed by these words and would want to help reinforce this message of hope, then say Amen. Right now, you can make sure you don't miss any of our future messages by subscribing to our channel. Joining our members is another option for the contemplations and heavenly revelations that I want to share. You may help spread my message of love, healing, and salvation to more people by joining my club and contributing to my ministry. Salvation, I hope so.